Hello everybody and welcome to this, your Scorpio May 2025 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. Well, I've got a great deck this month for you. It's called the Archeon Tarot. The surname of the guy, if I'm not mistaken, that was the painter of it. I've had it for 25 years, I think. Was Lantz, L-A-N-T-Z. I'm sure was the surname of the guy if I dig back into my memory. Fortunately, my memory hasn't failed me yet. And what I like about it, I haven't used it for so long, I can't remember the last time I did. But what I love about it is that the images are very dreamlike. They're very wistful. They're almost hinting at things. It's as if there is a veil or a mist surrounding them, which you need to work your way through to find out the layers of the meanings that are within them, which we shall do in just a moment. Now, you know, of course, that I provide, as a clairvoyant readings to you wherever you may be in the world. And those readings are provided over Apple FaceTime or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet. And the details of it are in the description below. Now, I charge for those. I have to. I've got expenses like everybody else. They go for about, I'd say generally about an hour and a half, hour and 3/4, something like that. Now, there's another thing which I very happily provide separate to the clairvoyant reading is the gift of healing. Now, that is provided for free, and it goes for about 3/4 of an hour, sometimes up to an hour. I do have a spiritual obligation to be the conduit, to be the fiber optic cable through which the relief, compassion, and healing of the beloved comes to someone who seeks it. So I must provide it to someone who asks for it, and it's non-judgmental, of course, and I am to receive nothing in return for it. So there's no fee, no obligation, no expectation. There really is just no catch. If this is calling out to you, and don't be shy because hundreds of people have taken advantage of it here. If it is calling out to you, then the details of that are in the description, so just contact me on the email address which is set out therein. Now, there are no video advertisements breaking their way into this content, and so you get to enjoy the experience without any commercial intrusion. So let's show me the magic. And we have 3 of Pentacles. There is the 8 of Wands here, and a couple here, so I'll do this one first. Justice and the Empress, good for you. And here is 5 of Swords. Well, why don't you come and sit down here next to me, and together what we'll do is we'll look at the imagery on here, we will pull aside the veil, we'll blow away the mist. I'll also bring the camera around so everybody else can see. And together we'll see what it is that these cards want to say to us and the energy that they represent, and I'll do the reading for you. Really, let's have a look at this together, shall we now? Look, there's great reward for you coming about when you have some purpose, making a decision which gets rid of some lingering fears, I think, that you have. The Queen of Lovers coming into your life. This thing here in the center is extremely interesting. And what does it have to say to you, and why are you so interesting? Well, this is Venus ruling Libra in a nutshell, and this is about balancing opposites for you. Now, obviously, justice in some events or other as a result of this title here, but a balance, adjusting the way that you think about yourself is what I'm getting. Maybe holding back on taking some action before you've brought in all the information that you need to make a good, objective decision about something. The predominant color here is this blue, which is the color of spiritual and mental powers such as thinking, ideas, wisdom. There is also in here with these little blots looking like stars almost there. They really do speak to me of the power to put your ideas into action, particularly when your thoughts are directed to the earth, to making things tangible. There is very much around here also a period, I think, where you'll be taking stock of your life to see what is useful and what should be let go. And you'll be thinking clearly about life, and I also feel about yourself, getting a clear vision of the possibilities and the choices ahead of you, and applying your insights so far gained in order to lead a balanced life. But there's more. It's about self-love. Yes, this is, I think, saying to you, love yourself for who you are, the black, the dark, and the light colors together, and remember that life is too short to waste any amount of time on wondering what other people think about you. In the first place, if they had better things going on in their lives, they wouldn't have the time to sit around and talk about you. What's important to you, I think you'll come to accept, is not other people's opinions of you, but what will be important to you is your opinion of yourself. Now, sometimes you feel, I think, that you are a bit different from other people, don't you? Well, when you are different, sometimes you don't see the millions of people who accept you for what you are. All you notice is the person who doesn't see you for what you are. Remember always this too, that your words, your own words, are the most important that you'll ever hear in your life, and that the only person who can pull you down is yourself. And I think you're going to come to the realization that you are not going to let yourself pull you down anymore, because you can be the most beautiful person in the world and everybody sees light and rainbows when they look at you. But if you yourself don't know it, all of that doesn't even matter. Every second that you spend on doubting your worth, every moment that you use to criticize yourself, it's a second of your life wasted. It's a moment of your life which has been thrown away. And it's not like any of us have forever. So don't waste any of your seconds. Don't throw even one of your moments away. I think what's also coming through here is that, I really suspect that you are actually your own biggest critic. Before anybody else has criticized you, you have probably already criticized yourself. But for the rest of your life, you are going to be with you, and you don't want to spend your life with someone who is always critical. So I think you're going to come to the conclusion that you're going to stop being your own critic, and you'll come to the realization that it's about time that you accept all the great things about you. I think what this is also saying, really just as a sort of a final thought here, is that the person in life that you will always be with the most is yourself. Because even when you are with other people, you are still with yourself too. When you wake up in the morning, you are with yourself. Lying in bed at night, you are with yourself. Walking down the street in the sunlight, you are with yourself. Now, what kind of a person do you want to walk down the street with? What kind of person do you want to wake up in the morning with? What kind of person do you want to see at the end of the day before you fall asleep? Because that person is yourself, and it's your responsibility to be that person that you want to be with. And I think you will, I hope, finally come to the conclusion and say this to yourself several times daily: I am enough. The good and the bad, I am enough. I have always been lovable. I am lovable. I am important, and I matter. Have the love affair with yourself. Now, there was a particularly good card up here, I think, for you, which is this 3. Why I think this is great for you is because it's your planet of Mars. Mars in the second decan of Capricorn. You see, Mars is your planet. I do not for one moment believe that Pluto is your planet. It's absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Mars now is bringing you energy, assertion, and vitality. And in Capricorn, well, that's about ambition, practicality, and making things happen. Now, your planet of Mars is also exalted in Capricorn, so the energy of Mars here all around is extremely constructive. This is speaking to me for you of gradual progress and a duty to yourself and self-confidence. Now, this is indicating that you're going to need to apply your energies to any situation that you feel that you are obliged to do so. And I think that you will be willing to do even difficult things because that sense of obligation is going to come from within you. And you will be uniting, I think, your body, mind, and spirit, because only through their combined and balanced use will you see visible results, which are said to be coming here. The energies of different planes are united by a common goal. There's a clarity arising. The heavens begin to open. The clouds of uncertainty may try to repeatedly blur your clear vision of the goal, but you'll be unshakable and know that the work that you have begun gives you the power to overcome even any temporary doubts. Now, there may well be that there's new responsibilities that you have in the workplace. There's a satisfaction that you're having to do with things that you're working on. You'll be doing a good job. There is continued progression, very productive. And I think it'll be good at teamwork as well. Now, what this is definitely saying is that right now is the time to live the life of your dreams. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose. Purpose is particularly important for you. Live according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and the opinions of other people. Now, believe in your heart now that you are meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, magic, and miracles. Now, purpose, of course, for you is going to be, a purpose is a reason to be doing something, as you know. And if you have a strong purpose, you don't have to be pushed along because your own passion will drive you there. But there is something of a sideline here, and it is this, that if you hang out with chickens, you are going to cluck like a chicken. And if you hang out with eagles, you will fly like an eagle. But again, this idea of purpose is coming through so strongly with you, so much so that you might say to someone, if you want to identify me, don't ask me where I live, or what I like to eat, or how I comb my hair, but ask me what I am living for, in detail. Ask me what I think is keeping me from living fully for this thing that I want to live for. But nevertheless, there is still this idea of there's a situation which is going to need your readiness to work steadily, I think. Just get stuck into it because it's going to be worth it. Find out and remain aware of what you want to set your full energies towards achieving. What is your purpose? And see your purpose like a bullet that hits a small area, not sprayed everywhere, but hits the small area where the force can be concentrated. And say to yourself, I am now ready to give and receive everything. Now, I did mention, didn't I, just as we started to look at these, that there was something here. Mind you, it's getting blown away, so you are going to be taking the necessary action. And I see you defeating fear. But nevertheless, within you, I think, there lurks beneath the surface one or more fears. Maybe it's a fear of loss or defeat, or a fear of painful situations or experiences. Maybe you're not standing up for yourself. Maybe you give up before you have even started something. It's negativity that's around here. It's a fear of defeat. And it has to be said, this fear is really messing up and has the potential to mess up your view of the present and of the unknown in your future. And this is now being dealt with by you. This could come about, I suppose, as the result of losing control emotionally due to previous hurts from relationships, or it may be connected with a workplace where you've had experiences that stop you expressing yourself fully because your confidence has been shot. However, this is saying to you, never be afraid of your fears. They're not there to scare you. They're there to let you know that something is worth it. Now tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself, and that no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams, because every second of the search is a second's encounter with the beloved and with eternity. Fears are generally irrational, and they're contained in the mind, and they are thoughts, and you create your own thoughts, you paint the pictures, and you surround it with words that you come up with. But you must not fear, this is saying. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. Say to yourself, I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn my inner eye to see its path. And where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only you will remain strong, confident, and powerful. Now, I'm also, again, getting this energy pouring through here with respect to this. Do you know, I suspect that your deepest fear is not that you are inadequate, because you are enough. Your deepest fear is that you are powerful beyond measure, but you are not living like that. It is your light, not your darkness, that most frightens you. You ask yourself, Who am I to be brilliant, beautiful, handsome, talented? Actually, who are you not to be those things? You are a child of the beloved, and your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You are meant to shine just as children do. You were born to provide a practical demonstration of the glory of the beloved that is within you. It's not just in some of us. It's in everyone. It is in you. And as you let your light shine, you unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As you are freed from your own fear, your presence automatically frees other people. It liberates them. Yeah, I really see you applying your good mind to that, and be your own cheerleader. This is saying love yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Never, ever let in negative thoughts. Talk yourself up. There's nothing conceited about that. Just do it. Your brain will make your life so much better. Now, you're going to make some decisions, I think, in relation to these areas of fear that you've had, as well as to self-love, and it is this, the Eight of Wands. Now, I have Mercury mystically associated with this 8 here, and I also have Mercury in the first decan of Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication, and Sagittarius has the swiftness of the arrow, doesn't it? And this is going to produce in you something of a restless mind now, where you want to say, what do I need to do? Because this number 8 is also talking about power, balance, harmony, making things happen, practicality, skill, and importantly, decision. This is an energy for overcoming the hindrances, the obstacles which stand in your way, whether they are on the inside of you or whether they're on the outside of you. Now, if you state your own standpoint openly, directly, and clearly, and you talk to yourself in a loving, positive way, then all those hurdles are going to be transformed. Misunderstandings will give way to clarity and success. There's a problem now, I think, which might have appeared to be just something that you couldn't find a way around, but I think it's now fading meaninglessly into the background. And if you overcome the tendency to hesitate, and if you have purpose, and you are prepared to call influences and people out, then you rob them of their power to restrict you or to slow you down. Now, with all that Mercury that's in there, you'll be able to sort out and transform any situation by taking swift, clear, fast action. I say fast because this is a very short energy. It's a concentrated packet of energy that's coming through here. So use it. Now, this is also saying that you need to have clear communications to make things happen. Well, you already know that, I suppose, don't you? And you can expect to be busy as this very compact, shortened force energy is propelling you to your goals. I think the moment has come for you to define where you stand. And if you are open and remain centered, then you'll clear up any aggravations. Ask yourself this: is there anybody to whom you do not dare to openly state where you stand? Say this to yourself now: my openness and my self-confidence, it opens the hearts of those I love and also of those that oppose me. And then finally, I think we come to this card here, which, oh, it's got love going all over there, and particularly self-love here as well. See, it's all, there are no coincidences, aren't there? Don't you find sometimes that very beautiful people very often have, like you, a spine of steel? Well, this is bringing beauty, love, wisdom, and fertility into your life here. I see here the fulfillment of your potential, and there's an opportunity here for something which might turn out to be worthwhile financially. There's pregnancy here, and I think you'll get in touch with the beauty of your life. Now, this is, I've got to say, a really good time if you've got problems with your mother, or as a mother, or a father, actually, because I've got this 5 here with the male on the same line. Then this is a good time to sort out any issues that are burning around. Now, I'm just looking at the beauty of this woman here. Her beauty is not restricted only to the externally visible. Her femininity, rather, I think, is evolved on all levels of her being, giving her and you during this time a special radiance. Here she is, a mother, a lover, a ruler, and a seer at the same time. And I think her strength rests in unifying some of the highest spiritual values that can be understood with material qualities here. Now, the fact of the matter is this, and there's just no getting past it, is that people are going to be seeing you as a natural leader at this time, and you will have leadership ability. So you're going to deliver here. This is a particularly good energy for women in general, I think. And I don't think people are going to be able to pigeonhole you into any particular area of life or any particular personality type. I think you'll be quite fluid in how you deal with people and through things. This is also saying that the beauty that you see in others, which attracts you to them, really is a beauty that you carry within yourself. And you are in the process of unfolding and evolving now. Yeah, this is the right time to work through any parental issues, I think. As far as women are concerned, is there in your life a beautiful, strong woman from whom you would like to learn? Maybe think about your ideal woman. Write down her most important qualities and try to find these in yourself. Surround yourself with beauty and abundance now. Say this to yourself: I give and receive wisely. I realize that the capacity to receive is equally as powerful as the capacity to give. I value the healing power of beauty, harmony, and love. And now I am filled with power and beauty, which you are. Great set of cards. Made so much better for you. Well, I told you that the artwork on those cards was really beautiful, didn't I? I thought that was great. It's going to be a fantastic month for you. And I really enjoyed your company during that reading. Now, of course, unless I see you in the meantime, either for a clairvoyant reading or for a healing, then I'll see you here again next month. And until then, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.